have been learning about algebraic expressions over chapter 5. Well, today we are launching into chapter 6 and we are going to be looking at equations and learning what algebraic equations are. So algebraic expressions were math sentences. So we know that algebraic expressions were just a little math sentence. An algebraic equation is going to be a math sentence that has an, wait for it, equal sign. I know, it's so exciting. I know, it makes it seem like it's so big and it's scary, but it's not. Okay, so an algebraic equation is just a math sentence that happens to have an equal sign. So an equation is a math sentence with an equal sign. And because it's algebraic, guess what else it's going to have? You guessed it, numbers and letters. Yep, it's going to also have numbers and letters. It's going to have those variables in there. Totally going to have variables. So equations have equal signs. And I like to remember this because equal. So equations, equal sign. Look how they start. They start the exact same. Isn't that crazy? Look, they like match. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we are going to have this discussion now about what is an equal sign. Okay, so an equal sign. I want you to think about this for a minute. What is an equal sign? What is it? What is an equal sign? What does it actually mean? What is an equal sign and what does an equal sign mean? Okay, well, equal signs are just that. It means that something is equal, right? It means that it's the same as. It means that it is, I don't know, it means that it's comparing this to that. It means that it's the answer to an equal or an answer to a math sentence. It's saying that you have one side of a math problem and it's going to be one math sentence is going to be the same as another math sentence. They're equal. Okay, so what is an equal sign? Well, an equal sign is lots of different things, right? So it compares. Two math expressions. That's what it does. It compares. Okay? It also tells you that you need an answer, right? It tells you to find an answer. Okay? It also is like a way to join two, it joins two expressions together. Okay, so it's just a way for you to know that you're going to conclude your math sentence. So before, when we were writing math sentences last chapter, we never had a conclusion. We just wrote the sentence and you all wanted a conclusion. You all wanted the answer. You wanted the equal sign. Well, guess what? We're getting it now. Okay, so now we're going to have it. Now we're going to do it. Okay, so we're going to talk now about what are some clue words that signal to you, oh my goodness, I better use an equal sign. Clue words that you're going to see out there in the world that say this means equals. Oh, I just said one. Okay, so one is the word equals. Okay, that is one clue word. Another clue word, the word is. Is a clue word. Another clue word that you might see, and one that I say often, is the same as. These are clue words that signal to you, use an equal sign. Okay? When you see these words, equals, is the same as, is, this means put down an equal sign. Just write one down. Just get it right on that paper. Yep, that's what that means. Okay? All right, so we have what is an equal sign. What is it? Oh, we probably should have wrote that it's the conclusion. Conclusion to a math problem. But that's the conclusion to a math sentence. Okay, and I think I spelled that wrong. I think it's maybe 2 S's, but I don't remember. Conclude, nope, that looks good. Okay, conclusion. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's look at what this means. Last chapter, you had to write expressions. Now you're going to be writing equations. So how do you write equations? So here's what they are. Here's what an algebraic equation is. But how do you write an equation? How do you write one? How do we write an equation? It's the exact same way that we did before, but now you're going to have an equal sign. It's the same thing that we did in chapter 5, section 2, but now we're throwing in an equal sign. That's it. So we're building on what we've already done. Okay, for example, the sum of n. So here's my essential question. Boom, boom. Okay, here's my example. The sum of n and 7 is 15. Okay, so how do we do this now? Well, now all you're going to do is you're going to go like this. Okay, well, I know from chapter 5, section 2, that this is my clue word, sum of. That means that I'm adding. So I'm adding, what am I adding? Well, I'm adding n, because here's my n, and I'm adding 7. I now have a new clue word, okay? My new clue word that I have is right here. This clue word tells me to use an equal sign. It's right here. Is equals. N plus 7 equals 15. So now I have one more part to put on here. So I know that this expression, n plus 5, there's my numerical expression, equals 15. So they're just now asking you to add an equal sign and put the answer. That's what we're doing. That's it. Okay, let's do another one. We don't know what n is yet. They haven't told us. We haven't solved for it, and they haven't told us, so we're not going to solve for it. This is what we're writing. We're just writing equations. This is how you write them. It doesn't say evaluate. It says to write them. So we're writing them. Okay, a number y decreased by 4. Okay, so y decreased by 4 is equal to 3. Okay, is equal to 3. So when we write this, again, we're looking at our clue words. So let's find that clue word. Decreased by. We know decreased by means subtract. So we're subtracting. We're subtracting y and 4. Now we have a clue word again. Is equal to, so boom, throw in the equal sign. We're writing it just as it's saying it. There's my equal sign. It's equal to 3. This side of the equation is equal to 3. I've written an equation. I'm not solving it. That's it. That's all I do. I've written it down. I've got it written. That's it. It's a math sentence with an equal sign. That's an equation. Okay, it's your turn to do it. Try it. You are going to write me an equation. Okay, write an equation out of this. Write me an equation out of this one. (48) equals 12 times p. Okay, so now I need you to pause your video so you don't hear me solving it first. Remember, this is how you check yourself before you wreck yourself. Just kidding. Okay, so hit pause so you don't hear me solving. Okay. All right. So 48 equals, so I'm going to do 12 times p. So my clue word here is multiply because of times. I have 12 times p. I have a clue word of equals, so I'm going to write equals, and 48. 48 equals 12 times p. That is how you write it. How did you do? How'd you do? All right, go ahead and give yourself, I hit my button again. Okay, my test started moving. So scary. Okay, go ahead and give yourself a rating out of 3. How are you feeling about writing equations? Just writing. How are you doing about writing equations?